All right, welcome. Apologize for the noise. We're going to go ahead and move to the game room. We got some sound issues. Welcome, everybody. We're in New York, Long Island, New York. Yes, gonna go ahead and have a game room chat. Got some sound outside. Sorry, lawnmower started up. Yeah, Long Island Retro Gaming Expo is my next game con that I'm gonna be at. So really excited about joining this, and really happy to be going to New York for the first time. Hello, everybody. Welcome. James, welcome from South Carolina. Welcome. So yeah, just pretty much just going to go see how well this is going to work. I want to welcome everybody for this chat, kind of last minute. And hope you guys are doing good. Yes, just came back from Disneyland. Going to have a whole video about that. And just welcome all things Geek 77 from Columbus, Ohio. Hello. Manuel Lopez, hello. Yeah, what's up? Dev Ketchum, welcome. Hello, John. 420 Psych 420. Big fan man. Taylor Ryan. Welcome, everybody, for joining the live game chat. And so I just decided to do this last minute. Not last minute. I've been on vacation for a week. And so I wanted to come back and join this live game chat and talk about games. Probably got about an hour today. I'm pretty tired. So anyways, Caden, the Mario Fan 900. Hello from Kentucky. Yes, how was vacation? Vacation was long and eventful. And I'm going to talk about that Sunday. Did you ever have Sega Channel? Never had Sega Channel. Monk 1344. Never had Sega Channel. Collected it. Audrey, hello from Indiana. Welcome. And so yeah, I just definitely did not have Sega Channel growing up. I was barely having 3 channels, let alone a Sega Channel. So I didn't grow up with cable. Carter, the smarter Nest nerd. Hello. So yeah. Hello from the Rust Belt. Banskin. All right, let's get this game chat going. My apologies for not making the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Old school New York gamer. Planning on coming out either expos next year. That's the game plan. All right. John, have you ever reached out to the Last Gamer? I've commented a couple times on his channel. I wish him well for his recovery. His wife looked pretty scared in that last video, and I hope he has a speedy recovery. Wish him the best. He's got an amazing game collection, and that's that. I really hope. Things that it's important to know is that as collectors, we get older, health goes up and down, and so we need to be aware of that. We need to be aware of our collection, and that this stuff is typically stuff that our families don't want to deal with. Bob Morin, Quebec, Canada, welcome. Any loot to share from Disneyland? I didn't collect a bunch of stuff there. For some people that do not know, there isn't a lot of video game stuff there. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff and Star Tour stuff. Amazing stuff there. However, I did not collect. I got some pins and I got some things, and we're going to talk more about that. Yep. All right. Let's go. Yep. Last Gamer's got a ton of games. Yep. So Jester, hey John from San Francisco, thinking about going to PRGE. Also wanted to chat with you about some crazy stuff I just got. Okay. So, yes. Krillin64's moderator. Thank you, Krillin, again for being on this. I most appreciated. And so, yeah, just wanted to chat with everybody. New game, okay, this is from Christopher Benjamin. Whenever a new game system comes out, do you get anxious about completing yet another set? You know what? I don't really look at collecting like that. I really collect something that I'm passionate about. I don't go for everything. Vita I have some Vita stuff, but that's an example of a newer game console or a portable, a handheld that I just don't know if I care about. And it's just one of those things where, I want to go after stuff that I'm trying to adjust this. All right. I wanted to collect stuff that I'm passionate about, like original Xbox, GameCube, original PlayStation. For the newer stuff, there's newer collectors that want to pursue that. And, as time goes on and the museum's created, then we're going to have that represented. And so I have a limitation of what I can go after. And I'm almost at 30 complete game collection. That's tough. So yeah, it's definitely a limitation. I have a limitation to being a one-man band. And so hello from the Bahamas. Welcome, Retro Island Boy. Yep. How do you feel about collecting for ColecoVision? It's great. You don't find it anymore, and so having to just get stuff online can be frustrating. And so I like ColecoVision. I like Atom Computer. It's just hard to collect for. How do I feel about Twin Famicom? I think those items are great. Hard to find those items in person though. So unless you have a lot of money and you're purchasing things online one at a time, it's tough. How do you feel currently about the retro scene? More resellers, prices go up and down. Monk 1344, it's all over the place. There's tons of collectors out there. There's tons of people collecting and gaming, and there's nothing wrong with reselling. There's just it's all over the place. Knights 1980, do you have a complete PS1 and PS2 collection? No, I have about 900 PlayStation 1 games. I'm one game away from a PS1 Greatest Hits. I have a long box set. Most of the role-playing games. Sorry. Yes. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to collect such a wide, varied. Most people focus on just Nintendo or just PlayStation or focus on 5 or 6 consoles because that's what they grew up with. It is a whole other thing to go for a complete set of something, even something you haven't grown up with, and so that makes it really tough when you're spending, thousands of dollars on things that you don't have like a connection to. Estimate dollar for my collection, completely unknown. A lot. Yep. Yeah. Are you going to get the SNK Neo Geo Mini? I probably will eventually, yes, definitely. Hello from Florida, Jonathan. Welcome. Yep. All right, see here, frame rates, it's all over the place, but it's holding anywhere 20 to 30, so we'll go there. The Germ, hello, welcome. I'd like to have a Master System collection. Yes, Master System's a great thing to collect in the United States. It's harder to find, but there's less games to pursue, so it's a nice small collection to get. What's your favorite long box PS1 game? I really like Twisted Metal, Wipeout, just those classic PlayStation games that put them on the map. Yeah. All right, from IT Guy. What do you think about the Last Gamers collection? Have you ever spoke? I've talked to him a couple times. Crazy game collection. So thank you for the donation. Most appreciated. All right. The Germ, nice picking up the GameCube for $25. Yes. All right, a couple things I've scored recently, and we'll go from there. So I'm wanting to do an upcoming Donkey Kong video, and I need some Donkey Kongs for that. So I did score a complete in box Donkey Kong for Commodore 64. Been looking for this for a while. Missed out a couple in June, and I got a complete in box Donkey Kong. This Donkey Kong for the Commodore 64 is pretty sweet, and I'm looking for the Atom Computer tape one. I have a backup. I have to get my Atom Computer working, and go from there. But yes, what do you think about 32X games? That's Dad 72. Dad 72 Thorn. Yeah, I love Sega 32X. Amazing add-on. Yes. Do I have an Interon VC 4000? Nope. Don't have that. Raze RCs do not have that. What do you think, CRTV? Yeah, the Sega 32X to me is an underrated add-on. It's not a... Leeds Librarian, welcome from Australia. Yep. So yeah, Donkey Kong is part of an upcoming video I want to do. And yeah, I'm just trying to collect more and more different versions of Donkey Kong. Do you worry about disc rot or longevity of CD media? Monk1344, no I don't. It's all going to eventually die. So, I mean, let's appreciate it now. There's nothing we can do about it. You can have there's brand new games that are dead. So let's just enjoy it while it's here and not worry about the value and not worry about our investment being ruined. I don't collect for investment. So for people that do, I'm sorry to say that, you know, it's eventually going to die. Some things can be repaired. Some things can't. So yeah. Yeah. Okay, to the mini. Yeah, it's right now collecting's in a weird spot because there's a lot of people that are having a hard time finding games, and they're going a different route. They're going Raspberry Pi. They're going the NES Mini and the SNES Mini, and going that route. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, just enjoy playing games. If you can find games, great. If you like collecting games, just find something within your budget, enjoy it, and if you can't, go another route. Yep. Middletown, Ohio says hello. Hello, Cody Day. Welcome. What's your favorite Gen 5 console? I don't know. Hard to say. You know, the fifth generation, all those generations, I use a different classification. So I know some people go off that. I don't use I don't use generation to categorize consoles. So my favorite consoles are Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx, a lot of the 16-bit era. I love the Atari 2600. Do I have big box PC games? Steve Wheeler, yes, I do. Yes, I have some big box PC games, not a ton. Yep. All right, 64 on this so far. Let's see if we can get it to 100. Yep, as a business. And there's going to be companies and people and individuals that are going to jump on that business. And it's not going to be around forever because it's just not. And so that's the long story short is it's going to fade out eventually. I think there'll be people that love video games forever. But those people liking video games, that video games is going to evolve. There's going to be a time in which more people are going to grow up with PlayStation than Nintendo. Nintendo is great to collect right now, and it's really popping. There's a lot of people collecting Nintendo, but there's going to be a time in which more people are going to collect PlayStation over Nintendo. Do I like survival horror games? Resident Evil 4 is an easy one that I'll pick. That's I don't play a ton of them. I have smaller kids, so it's hard to play them around them. But yeah, I like survival horror games. I just can't play them all the time. Yep. Do I think the Nintendo 64 has aged worse than the Atari 2600? I think they both are going to have their fans, and I think they're both going to have people that don't like them. I think the younger people do not like the 2600 because it looks the bad graphics, hard to wrap the mind around. N64, same thing. It hasn't aged well, and you know I honestly don't blame people. So I love it. Yeah. I'm super excited about the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, and I can't wait to be going to New York for the first time and speaking. And I'm going to be speaking with pretty much who I revere. Leonard Herman has the book on video game history, Phoenix 4, Fall and Rise of Video Games. Yep. Most difficult find? That's a hard one. I've scored a lot of crazy stuff. Probably, I would say Magical Chase that walked into a buddy's game store. That was the easiest find, but hardest find to digest and purchase and work out a deal, yes. What's the biggest obstacle in establishing your museum? Well, I think employment. I think the long term of, if the biggest challenge for my museum is getting all the financials taken care of and how that's going to look and all that. You know, the sooner that can get figured out, building, legal stuff, it'd be great. What do I think about the Sword Quest series and the contest? Well, I mean, it's unfinished. And so, yeah, I think it's cool that Atari did it. Sad that we never got that final installment. You have a favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game? I actually like the arcade conversion of the original arcade game on Nintendo. I think it was a great arcade port. Yeah. Has a game ever started a fight in your house, even on board, a board game, not necessarily a video game? I used to have Monopoly tournaments with friends. We used to get pretty competitive, pretty crazy. Yep. John, if you fist bump Reggie, does the world shake like it does Metal Jesus? That's right. Yeah, Radical Reggie, man. All right, the reason why I wasn't at MoGame Con is because of Disneyland. I went on a vacation with my family to Disneyland. That's why I'm not there, and just wanted to chat with people there. And so that's why I'm here, and I'm recovering. The Gertie Bird, I think an Xbox One is a great pick. If you can, it's hard to say yes, the Xbox One X is worth it. The S is a great option on a budget. That's what I had forever. So, and someone donated me an Xbox One X, and I love it. But yes, if you can get an Xbox One X, get one. But if not, go with an S. What do I think about the new Retron 77? There's continuing development of new updates for that on Atari Age, so it looks like that's getting better. Short answer, it's going to get better. Not perfect, but yeah. Yep, the germ at Disney World 3 weeks ago. I'm tired. I was at Disneyland for 4 days. I'm going to talk about it with my wife and our thoughts about Disneyland. It's going to be kind of a non-official game discussion, but I was at Disneyland. I wanted to talk about it. Yep, that's going to be Sunday. How's your son liking Destiny 2? My son doesn't play a ton. He plays a little bit in the Crucible on my account. Yep. So I like Destiny 2. I play it with friends. It's a little repetitive. It's not my favorite game, but I play it with coworkers, and that's what they play, so I play it with them. Just pretty much to talk. Yep. Why Fortnite over PUBG? The short answer is Fortnite runs better. I like PUBG. I don't like it how it runs. It's tough. You know, it doesn't run, even on the Xbox One X, it runs a little tough. I like that Fortnite runs a lot better. It's just easier to play. Yep. Are you a fan of the Retron? I like the Retron. Hyperkin, you know, the Retro Freak overseas, but nothing here in the States. Yep. So yeah. Dad 72 Thorn. The Retron 77, I think it's a good product. I don't think it's perfect. You know, it's getting better. The best portable console ever, I would say the Game Boy SP is with the AGS 101 screen. I really like the Game Boy Advance SP as a portable. I think it's solid. Play Game Boy Advance, nice screen, nice battery. Yeah. Will you be in New York? Okay, C4, more than 2 days, and we visit some of the local retro gaming stores. I'd love to, but I have very limited time. So absolutely not. So I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be in and out and done. Yeah, it's lagging really bad. Sorry about that, folks. It's getting better now. It's coming back. Don't know what to say about that. Yeah, part of the equipment upgrade for me is to get better streaming, get better cable. I'm going to go talk to Comcast this next week and getting some better equipment and go from there. Yep. Nicholas, yep, my health is good. Yep. How do you decide if it's okay for your son to play a more mature game? I look at the ratings. We have a discussion. My son's very mature for his age. He's also kind of sensitive. Fortnite's, you know, I would say the evolution of Minecraft. We don't have a problem with that game. He plays it, and we're okay with that. Stuff more violent stuff like Diablo or Resident Evil. He gets scared easy, so yeah. Okay, so Green Bean. I ordered an analog Super NT after going back and watching video. Are there any games you recommend that really stand out in 1080 HD? Super Ghouls and Ghosts, super colorful, Super Metroid, anything really vibrant on that. Let's look back here. Metal Warriors is awesome. Joe Mac, Wild Guns, F-Zero if you're going for like cheaper games. Super Star Wars, R-Type 3. Yep. Do a collect for the DS and 3DS. That's Death Vortex. Yes, I do. And if so, what's that like? Not too bad. You know, right there. You see my collection. I have a stack of 3DS games. My DS games are more. Yep. Yeah, there is a bit of a lag. Sorry, folks. Hello, Brian McKenzie. Hello. How did you complete your box nest? Have I completed it? No, I have more donations from someone who, big ones. Kid Clown and Mayor World box, stadium events. Some of the really big ones. But I'm down, soon to announce, hopefully down within, hopefully less than 10. Which is crazy. Yes. Yep. Will you be at PAX West? I'm going to try. It's really tough. I'm a teacher. I'm going back to school when that's happening. So it's a really challenging time for me. Yes. Kirk's Arcade, thank you so much for stopping by. Most appreciated. Oscar, what do you think when video games take over the world? Do you think video games will take over the world in the future? No, I don't. I think video games is going to have its fans and its hobby. It's a hobby like everything else. And I don't know. I don't think games is going to be taking over the world. It's going to be a hobby like everything else. Favorite video game movie? That's a tough one. I have to think about that for a while. Yeah. I don't have one. I don't have one in mind that really stands out as great. Let me think about that. Yep. What do I think of the home arcade cabinets, Kirk's Arcade, and will I get one? I don't have a lot of room. I know that Metal Jesus is getting some. I think they're interesting. I think it's cool idea. I don't like that you can't mod them. It's not a JAMA board, so you have to. It's not hackable. I'd rather have a multi-cade if you're gonna have one. Yep. Yeah, John, the Retro Game Show, you're going to New York next week. The Long Island Retro Gaming Expo in Garden City, New York. That's where I'm going to be, yes. Yeah, lagging pretty bad. Sorry about that. I don't know what to say other than it's... All right, let's see if I can move out here and see if I can improve the frame rate. Oh, it's just having a tough time here. It's coming here. Oh no, it's dipping bad. Green Bean, thank you for the donation. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. Is this any better? Do you collect, let's see. Do I collect PC games at all? For example, big box PC games. Christopher, yes, I do. Yeah, I do collect, and it's all over the place. I really have a hard time with space, and so space is tough. Yes, the Germ, I'm going to be there both days, Saturday and Sunday. I'll probably leave in the afternoon. Yes. Have I played Doom 1? Oh, yeah. Which version? Yeah, bigger place is ever bigger place ever. I'd like to get my games out of my game room and into museum. And so then we can talk about more space. Definitely. Yes. Yeah, more lag. Don't know what to say, guys. Yeah, I'd love to see more people. It's lagging pretty bad, so I'm trying. See here. See here. Settings. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the frame rate. Not much I can do about it, guys. Where the heck is Bubsy? I want to do a live stream probably this weekend. We'll see. I have it on my possession and would like to do a live stream probably Sunday. We'll see. Sunday or Monday. If not, then I'm going to try to do something next week. So, fingers crossed. I don't want to burn myself out because the thing is, when I do a PS4 live stream, I'm going to do this, live chat, a PS4 live stream, and hopefully a video or two on top of that per week. And so, yeah, definitely. Yes. Good. I'm glad the lag has decreased since I moved. Okay, good. I'll stay here. What do I think? Ultra 64, 84. What do I think the Xbox One backwards compatibility program? I think it's great. They need to do more. They need more games. They need, Crackdown 3 has been delayed a long time. One moment, I'm going to get something to drink. Okay, I'm back. All right. What are you playing right now on the PS4? A little bit of No Man's Sky, but honestly, I haven't played anything this last week. I took a break from YouTube. I took a break from filming and took a vacation with my family. I'm going to talk about that. Yep. What one item in my collection costs the most? Magical Chase. Yep, spent a lot on that with trade and cash. Yep. So anybody coming this next week to the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, I'm really looking forward to meeting you. Thank you so much for people that are able to make it. This is this is the chance to see me on the East Coast. I'm going to be in Jersey in September 16th. So yeah, excited about that. Yes. What Switch games have I played recently? Oh, I forget the name of it. There's a sleep. There's like a kind of a tower, there's like a defense game. It looks like the graphics from Monsters Incorporated. It's really cool. Top down. It's really cool. I want to do a video on it. So I can't think of the name right now, but I've been playing that all this weekend. Yep. Ryan, hello. How's it going? Yeah, really excited about Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Definitely. They reached out to me, Ryan and crew. Super excited about joining that show. I'm going to do a panel. I'm going to do a panel with Leonard Herman. Yep. What was the hardest Sega CD game to find for your game collection? Well, I don't know if it was hard. The Kyo Flying Squadron was expensive. Radical Rex was definitely Radical Rex is probably the hardest Sega CD game. Sorry, I was a little fried from my vacation. Chair I'm sitting on is, yep, it's just an E-Win. I did a video on this. This is a great chair. You know, I got it donated to me, to be honest, transparent. They reached out to me and they sent me this gaming chair to do a review on it. I'm like, well, I'm not the expert of this, but it's been a good chair. It's $300. I did a video and I want to check it out. And there's different versions and stuff, but yeah. Do you like the Force Unleashed games? I like the first one better than the second one. I'm going to Japan in December. Do you want anything? Sure. Any Sega Saturn games you can find. Any PC Engine. I don't have hardly any of that stuff. Yeah. You name your son Justice thinking of Metallica's Justice for All album? No. I love Metallica, though. Original Metallica. Yep. Those gamer chairs are really... Yeah, it's a good chair. It's expensive, but it's a good gaming chair. Do a video on Pong units. I've done Pongs. I've done a video on some Pongs. Joseph, you got to check my Oddball videos playlist. I've done some videos on Pongs. Yep. Have you ever played Skyrim? Yes, not a ton. But yeah. Yeah, I know. I got to check out the... Let's see here. All right. Yeah, I want to check this out. I'm trying to do the chat thing as best as possible on my phone through OBS. And so, yeah. Sorry about that. Got a PSVR yet? Nope. Nope. Do not have that. So, yep, do not have a PSVR yet. You know, the challenge with collecting and collecting on a wide spectrum is that certain people really want one thing or they collect a certain focus. And I've been all over the place. I've collected and showcased stuff. I got some other crazy stuff coming. I just completed my 28th collection. I want to show that in a video. I need to do a 3DO video. I plan on filming that this next week. Yep. Yep. Hello from Iowa. 611 South Park. Welcome. Yeah. Kirk's Arcade, thanks for coming by. Most appreciated. Yeah, still new with all this stuff. Just trying my best. Yep. Yeah, man, I want to mess with it as best as possible, but it's tough. Definitely. Favorite PS1 long box game? Well, gosh, yeah. All right, I'm over on this side. Sorry for all the issues with the camera and stuff. We're having some frame rate issues. Maybe I'll try 720p next time. It's tough. I'm trying to do my best here. No one recognized me at Disneyland or didn't say anything. I'm not that huge yet. If I go to a game show or game store, people recognize me. Or if I was in Seattle, someone recognized me there, definitely. But it's tough. It's tough going to a place that doesn't have any games. And yes, there's just a lot of people there, yes. Yes, collecting Wii right now is cheap. Yep. Sika 1, yeah. Thank you so much. Trying my best on these live streams. Still kind of a rookie, so bear with me. Thank you for the constructive criticism. All right, Brad C. Do you think there will be a PS1 Classic console based on the success Nintendo had recently? There should be. They'd be silly. And I think, honestly, what they're doing with, like, the Spyro trilogy, the Wipeout collection, and, those, I think they're testing the waters. And I do think there needs to be a PlayStation Mini. It'd be silly not to do one. Yeah, it's out selling the NES Mini, now that's officially supposed to be called that. Yeah, it's definitely time for Sony to do something like that. I'd just take a greatest hits, honestly. Yes, RC from New York City will be recognized when I'm at Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Yes, I hope so. Wipeout collection of PSVR is the best. Yeah, I'd love to check it out. I just picked up the Wipeout collection because I'm a huge Wipeout fan. A ColecoVision Mini arcade would be nice. Yes, it would. I have a ColecoVision and a nice setup, and so I'm not worried about getting like a ColecoVision Mini at this time. What games would I want? So Bill Cook says, what games would I want on a PlayStation Mini? Twisted Metal 2, Tekken 3, Wipeout XL, and some of the harder to get ones, probably like Final Fantasy 7. All that stuff's going to be hard to get, definitely. Have you ever got those Walmart mini arcade units for under $20? I've gotten a couple of them. Disappointed that some of them use the Nintendo ROM. And so, not using the arcade MAME ROM makes me less inclined on getting those arcade units because it's like, it's an S on a chip in an arcade unit, and it's trying to sell it as the arcade unit, but it's really not. And so I was kind of disappointed in some of those, yep. PS Mini must have Ape Escape. Great game. Not one of my top ones, but yeah. Do I have Lucini's? So I'm going to say it wrong. The 3DO, Mr. Tight White. Yes, I have. Yes, I have it. Not complete. Am I looking forward to any games coming out? My backlog is so long right now. I'd rather just play some of what I have. There's just a ton of stuff coming out, and I don't have time for everything. The Neo Geo, the SNK 40th anniversary. I'm looking forward to that. Yep. Do I collect Game & Watch? Yes. Watch my other Game Room video. It shows my humble Game & Watch collection. Yep. Yeah, we still got 72 people on. Thank you for everybody coming on and joining this humble stream. And just continue to do this best we can. What do you think about No Man's Sky Next? I messed around with it. I did a video. I didn't really show a ton of the updates in the video because I was playing it kind of like I did before. It's all right. Where'd I meet Reggie? I met Reggie at the second Cowlitz Gamers for Kids, second or third. So 2011, I think. The second one we did. Yeah. Hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for people joining this humble stream. Cheers from Guitar. Welcome. Aziz, thank you. Yeah, this stream is it says it has great health on it, but it's laggy, so we'll see here. How'd I meet Riggs? Met Riggs at Metal Jesus' house. Yep. What do I think of the new Spider-Man game coming out? PS4 is knocking it out of the park for quality titles. They're trickling out some great content. And that's why they're number one right now, because they don't have the most powerful console, but they have some awesome games backing up their system. And that's why Sony's number one. I love my PS4 Pro. I don't play it enough. I think it's a good console. It's not perfect, but it's a good console. Yep. Just on the radio today, you can hire a Fortnite coach for $50 an hour. Thoughts? Big Town 36, there's going to be people in every game that you can hire to help you play better. $50 an hour doesn't surprise me. Have you heard about how gaming can be used in the medical industry? It's actually being used right now, and so it's reducing trauma with kids. So kids playing video games have less trauma in hospitals, and some progressive hospitals are definitely embracing that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Do you like the Evil Within games, and will you be picking up a new Resident Evil 2? Eventually. I'm not a huge fan of all the remakes, and Capcom, I think it looks great. I'd rather play other games with my time. I can't play that game around my kids; it's too scary, and so some of my games have to be okay because I'm playing around them. Mm-hmm. Hello, Foods. Hello, how's it going? PS4 shut down here longer than a year. Yeah, what are your memories of playing ET on Atari for the first time? Getting out of the pits was tough. I didn't hate it. It wasn't my favorite game whatsoever. You got memes. Hello, how's it going? Are you coming to New York City? When are you coming to New York City? This next week. I know, it's crazy. Do I have the drive for the Atari 800? Yes, I do. What's a game that you love to 100%? Monster Rancher 2, if it has a percentage. But yeah, I'd like to collect everything for that. Mm-hmm. Key, thank you. Yep, thank you. I like to inspire others and collectors. Make sure to think about joining my Facebook collectors group. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to find Atari 800 stuff, go on Atari Age and seek around the forums, looking to buy one. Yep. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe Smith. Mm-hmm. Mr. Tidy, I saw that you own every PS1 log box, but do you ever every long box jewel case variant? No, I have 900 PlayStation 1 games, and I'm missing NFL Blitz 2000 Greatest Hits for my Greatest Hits collection to be complete. Really tough one to get. Mm-hmm. Do you think digital downloads are a threat to collecting or gaming? No, it's just going to look different. I think less people are going to care about physical media. What's the biggest difference between PC games and console games? I mean, the easy answer would be keyboard. There's a lot of people that just don't want to mess with a mouse and keyboard. They want to play on a controller. And so there's a lot of games. The games are merging, I think, into one. And they're becoming more similar. It used to be a big deal. PC gaming was vastly superior to console gaming, or at least that was the opinion of many people. Now, you can get better games and better deals on PC gaming, and sim games are always going to be better for a keyboard. But it's I don't know, it's that margin is becoming narrower, and a lot of the Steam games are now being ported to console, and it's just kind of merging together. And so I don't know, PC gamers are always going to think it's their console is the best, or their platform. I'm not going to argue with them. I mean, it has pros and cons. You know, the pro is you can game and play everything. The con is it's expensive sometimes to set up a nice gaming rig. That's really it. Do I think the games in retro stores in New York City are overpriced? I don't know. I haven't been there. I'm going to find out, right? Happy to give him honest feedback. Hatchet77, first computer was an Apple IIc with external drives. Awesome. I have an Apple IIc. Wasn't my first computer, though. Yep. Yeah, we're going to hopefully have a nice store, a nice show at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. Yeah, I think high prices are a big challenge right now in the game industry because the high prices are going to keep people from jumping in. Because right now it's like musical chairs, right? There's a lot of people that are buying a game and selling a game and trading, and nobody wants to be held with the bag with an overpriced game, right? I mean, that's how a lot of us, yep. Hello from Kentucky, Vector Man. Welcome. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Looking forward to Long Island Retro Gaming Expo and having seen a bunch of vendors, a bunch of stuff that I haven't seen time and time again. I've been on the West Coast. I've done a ton of game shows on the West Coast, and it'd be neat to see East Coast and the different products and the region games that might be easier to get there. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of collectors out there collecting lots of stuff, everything from Neo Geo to Atari. And so there's a lot of things out there for people, and a lot of that rare obscure stuff is just expensive everywhere. You know, Seattle, the game shows in Seattle and Canada, and even Portland Retro Gaming Expo, the high-end stuff is going to be expensive anywhere. Yep. What's better in your opinion, Mario Galaxy or Mario Odyssey? I really like Mario Odyssey. Mario Galaxy was really good though. I like that. They both have their pros and cons. Where did I meet first the Metal Jesus? I met Metal Jesus at earlier Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I met Reggie at the Couch Gamers for Kids, second Couch Gamers for Kids. I met John Riggs at Metal Jesus' house. Yep. When did you start collecting Neo Geo? Late 90s, early 2000s. Yep. Blade Brown, what is a good place to keep up to date with upcoming game expos? That's a tough one. I think John Riggs does a good job announcing just expos he's going to. There's, Facebook groups, just news in general. That's a good question. I don't think there is one. You have to kind of follow. There's about, I would say, a dozen or so big shows across the United States. And I'd first check into your area and go from there. I would ask on Facebook. There might be some help on people. I can't think of one place that has them all. Okay. Pally Potts, do you think that eBay ruined buying stuff? Pros and cons to eBay. It's more expensive for some things. eBay doesn't have everything. Yep. Wish there's more game expos around Kentucky. The place is dead for anything like that. There's a lot of places just dead. And so that's the challenge of collecting these days, is that it's tough. It's tough because there are so many places that don't have any video games. I mean, I went to Disneyland and there wasn't any video games and it was packed. It goes back to my earlier thoughts that video games aren't going to take over the world. We think we're into video games and we're collectors and stuff, but video games aren't everywhere. Disneyland's a good example of that, which was weird. The closest thing they have to video games is the Toy Story Astro Blaster game. Yep. How many people are going to the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo? No idea. Looking forward to whoever shows up. Are repros and fakes becoming too good? I think more and more people are choosing to go with repros and fakes because the real thing is too expensive and out of reach. That's the bigger problem. Yep. Show, hello, how's it going? Would like to see a release of Lunar 1 and 2 complete for the PS4 or Xbox One X. Of course I would. Yes, I'm very tired. So yes, if people notice, I'm very tired. That's why I'm not going to do a 2-hour stream today. Hello from Australia, Troy. Hello. Yeah, I was 5 days in Los Angeles doing Disneyland, and we're going to talk. I'm going to do a video with my wife and just talking about what I learned from that trip and what happened there. So it's crazy. Got some crazy stories for you. Yep. It's the best place to look for old Tommy handhelds. I would say expos are probably the best place to look for that. That or Atari Age. Yep. Do you think the retro game prices will ever come down? Buffalo Gamer 77. Not like they used to be. Those days are long gone. There's too many people that want the supply and demand, right? So, especially the high-end stuff, there's always going to be people going after that stuff. I mean, Donkey Kong for the Commodore 64, a good example. Took me a couple months to find one complete. And I paid $40 for one. That's a lot. That's a lot. Fad Ahmed, do you like Outrun Sega, and do you think they'll do Outrun 3? Big fan. Middle East. Welcome. And who knows? Sega is all over the place for doing, the Shenmue Collector's Edition just got announced, physical for Japan. Yeah, do you collect Tiger handhelds? Yes, I do. I have some decent Tiger handheld stuff. A couple things sealed. Yep. Do you buy games from PlayAsia? Every now and then I try to reach out to them like, hey, I'd like to do some things. Never heard back. So PlayAsia, if you're watching, I'd like to do something with you, collaborate with a couple games, but I never heard anything back. I've been getting a review codes for some smaller stuff, but I think some people look at my channel and think I just do only old games, but I've done all over the place, so it's tough. Yep. What are good places to buy retro games online? Well, all depends on what you're looking for. I used to go to the GOAT store. I used to go Amazon, eBay are kind of the easy answers. The place for gamers, Josh Hamlin, a Facebook collectors group, he's pretty good for like Nintendo stuff. Yep, Josh Hamlin, shout out for him. All depends on kind of what you're into, because that's a large, Atari Age. What's your favorite shooter? Classic shooter? Whew. Like old school Galaga. Galaga's pretty hard to go wrong with Galaga. Phoenix, the Atari game Phoenix. Yep. You go into like Neo Geo stuff. Blazing Star is pretty awesome. What are your thoughts on GameStop's current state? I'm sad. I have friends that work at GameStop. I think it's not looking good for them long run. They're going to be gone. Just like all the retro stores, The problem with retro stores moving forward is there's not enough product from foot traffic to keep them open. I give them less than 10 years. So I would say go to all the game cons that you can now. And because I think that those are going to be harder to do when vendors start to dry up. Yep. Yeah, retro store is harder to come along. It's harder to have those around. Almost got 100. Holy cow. I want to say thank you for the donations. Feel free to donate if you wish. You don't have to. Justin LeClaire, thank you for the donation. IT Guy 41, thank you for the donation. I'm going to check on my computer here. For anybody else that donated, thank you so much. Apologize if I didn't do a shout out. It's hard. I'm looking at Green Bean. Thank you for the donation. 95 people. Sweet. What are your thoughts on TurboGrafx 16? Brad C. I love the TurboGrafx 16. Great memories growing up with it. A fantastic console and library of games. Do you have a problem with disc rot in your collection? I don't think so. It's going to be there, and there's going to be stuff that's going to be dead, like bomb carts for Atari 2600. They always die. So there's going to be things in my collection that are dead, and I'm just going to deal with it. Most of the stuff works. Yep, have a Turbo Duo, got my lens fixed. Have a Turbo Express. I need to get a cap kit on that. Yep. Ever played Space Gun, the arcade? Have not. PS4 versus Xbox One versus Switch. Who will win? PS4. Yeah, Switch is catching up to the Xbox One. We'll see. We'll see how it does this next year. Xbox One has 40 million people, and Switch is about half that. We'll see what type of holiday the Switch has. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so currently what I'm missing an MSX computer. I want to get the Yamaha, the US one. I have kind of a deal on the side. It might be a long-term deal. Always looking for MSX games. I have one in my collection. Always looking for stuff I don't have. It's just tough. I don't have a ton of space. So yeah. What's my all-time favorite handheld? I talked about that earlier. Game Boy Advance SP. Great console. Have you thought about streaming gameplay yet? Yes, I have streamed Gamer for Life. I have done some PS4 streaming. I got to get my network better. And so I'm going to try to work with Comcast on that. And so I'm trying to get that, hopefully see if we can get that better. Do you think there'll ever be a Dreamcast 2, Krillin? Dreamcast 2 is probably never going to happen. Lightspan educational games. Do you have them? I have some. Yes, I have a couple boxes, yeah. You know, I love those No Man's Sky streams. It's tough when everybody's streaming the same game, and it doesn't. For me, there's an analytics with YouTube. When you do a live stream, it can affect your YouTube's analytics. I don't care that much. Obviously, I'm doing this. So I like just connecting with fans, and that's why I do it. That's really why I'm here on this channel talking. Hey, Mad Little Pixel, you got to stream some more Hello Kitty Cruisers. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I could stream. I need to get better equipment to stream. I'm kind of a low-tech guy, so I'm trying. What about the religious games to the NES? I have them. Do you get frustrated when you can't find a way to repair a console? Yeah, I like to fix stuff. I currently have a plastic screwdriver set for my Atom computer. I'm going to tinker around with it maybe this weekend. We'll see. John Fox, thank you. Thank you for being on the stream. Most appreciated. Do I have ROMs? Of course I do. I use ROMs to up the capture for footage on my videos. Yep. Yep. Is it worth buying the GameCube component cable? No, I'd get the GameCube HDMI. Same price and then works with a modern TV. How many Ouya variants are you missing? I got them all now. I got the development unit. Yes? What is your rarest RPG? I'd have to think about that. Hard to think of right now. Probably my signed Lunar 1 and 2 by Jackie Powers. Hey, Brazil. Andre, thank you for chiming in. Well, I love Brazil. It's a great country. So, anyways, thank you for joining. What's the best way to play Neo Geo Color games on modern TV? Yeah, get a Wii. That might be the easiest. Yep. Have I played Pure Solar on either Genesis Dreamcast? Yes. I actually backed that. I'm in the credits. Supported them early on. Streets of Rage does need to come back. Great question. Absolutely, Streets of Rage. They need a real Streets of Rage game. Make it 2D. Make it just awesome graphics. Absolutely. None of that 3D junk. No. Streets of Rage 3 is great. Streets of Rage 2 is my favorite. The original Devil May Cries are pretty good. I'm just again, survival horror is not my favorite genre. I'm a huge brawler fan though. Yep. Favorite version of Tetris. The PS1 game's pretty good. The N64 4-player version is pretty awesome as well. So there's some great ones. Yep. Greetings from the Philippines, Chris. Welcome. Hello from France. Got some people coming in from other countries. Yeah, Streets of Rage 2 is my favorite of the series. Yep. Thoughts on Naughty Dog? They make great games. Yeah, the NES Tengen version of Tetris is amazing. I have my copy signed by Robin Mihara and Thor Ackerlund. What's the last game you've beaten? I played Totes the Goat on Switch, of all things. Yeah, it's hard for me to play like a really huge game with me streaming and gaming and talking and reviewing. It's really tough for me to play a game outside of that, and the balance of having time with family. It's tough to balance all that together. And I'm going to talk about that on my Sunday video. I'm going to talk about Disneyland. So we'll talk about Disneyland on Sunday with my wife. My wife will be on it. So yep. What's your favorite Genesis beat 'em up game? Other than Streets of Rage 2, The Punisher is probably a close second. Love that game. What's the oldest thing you still have in your game collection? Original Magnavox Odyssey, if you're going off, the age of a game console. Robotron 2084 game cart. Yep. Which SNES clone console would you recommend? The Super NT is amazing. I mean, spend the money. Spend the money, get the Super NT. If you can. If not, there's several clone SNES HDMI out that do about the same, and they're okay. Have I played Tomba 2? Not enough. Haven't played that a lot. Favorite gaming autograph? David Crane. Yep. Yeah. What's the hardest Sega Master System games to find? James Buster Douglas. Power Strike. What do you think about Smash Brothers? Smash Brothers is a great series for GameCube. Hardest game ever played. Neo Geo Magician Lord's up there. Another tough second place would be the Ninja for Sega Master System. That game is tough. Yeah, good luck playing that without save states. That's a tough one. Yeah. Which game did you leave? Did you leave Crash Bandicoot series? The original 3 are pretty good. After that, when other people started making them, yeah. What's the most oddball thing you have in your collection that you just love? Oh, that I love? Other than Ouya? For original? The Nuon. The Nuon's pretty interesting. Yeah. Yeah, the Nuon gaming console. That's pretty odd. With the Tempest 3000. That's pretty bizarre. Do I have the 911 edition of Siphon Filter? Nuon? No, I do not. What's your favorite Atari box art? Berserk. Yep. Do you think Nintendo will ever have an achievement system like Sony and Xbox? Well, Brad, they better. That's one thing. One thing Nintendo needs to learn, if they really want to compete, they can't half compete. I love Nintendo and I love their console and I play the Switch a lot, but if they really want to compete head on, they need to do some things to the Switch. They need a better online system. They're going to need some type of virtual console, whatever they call it. Their chat system needs to get better. And I definitely think that they need achievements. Absolutely. Yep. Do you like Time Crisis series? Time Crisis series, okay. Light gun games are hit and miss. I think the Wii is a great console to collect light gun games. And there's some neat ones on there. The Legend of Zelda one is one of my favorite on there for light gun games. Do you collect pre-2600 solid state games, Pong, Breakout? You need to see, yes, Bill, you need to go see my other game room video. It's in my newest game room, has a link to my older game room, which is my newer game room. In the link is my expansion. All my Pongs are in there. Yes. What do you think about the friend codes? I hate that stuff. It needs to be easier to have friends on the Switch. I just think, we're past friend code stuff. That's kind of typical Nintendo, where they're just like they're just not fully integrated with online play. And it just, that type of stuff frustrates me. The chat on Splatoon 2. Yeah. Hello from California, Joshua. Welcome. What's your favorite era for game art? There's some amazing art, Nintendo and Sega Genesis. I really like that era. And we also had some terrible art from that era. Sega Master System, US TurboGrafx. But then Neo Geo artwork is amazing. Sega CD import. Sega Saturn import, my apologies. Some of that stuff's amazing. Yes, I want to showcase my TurboGrafx 16 collection. That's coming. Absolutely. Do you have an experience with the Magnavox Odyssey? Yes, did a video on it. Have a complete collection. Yep. What's your rarest Mario game? It's a good question. I haven't really thought of it. Do you have video game lamps in your living room? Nope. All the game stuff is in one of two rooms. Yes. Chaos Theory. I do not watch a lot of Angry Gamer Nerd. I've watched some of his stuff. I've talked about that earlier. He's an amazing artist. I like some of his humor. I don't like the poop jokes. Yeah. Thank you, John Fox. Thank you for the donation. Hope to visit the museum when you get it going. Have you ever done a video stating what games you still need? That always changes. I've been focusing on my Nintendo. I'm about 10 games away, and they're all the hard ones. Yes. Thank you so much. What's your most sought after game right now? Well, there's realistic and not realistic. I'm always pursuing the uber hard to get stuff, but financially, NFL Blitz 2000 for PlayStation 1 greatest hits. Final answer. I know you're like, what? Yeah, NFL Blitz 2000, PlayStation 1 greatest hits. Really hard to get. Anybody can find it, let me know. I'm looking for it. Do I have a favorite DOS game? Well, I do believe I played Dark Forces on DOS. Yep. Does your game collection affect your children's focus to desire to play games as opposed to schoolwork? Nope. My son's an honor student. Yep, that's never affected him. My daughter, on the other hand, she loves video games, but it's a separate issue. Yep. Do you complete your regular PS1, PS2 collections? No. I'm still missing a ton of PS1. That's one I'll probably pursue. I'm focusing on my Nintendo box stuff. Yep. Do I have all the fantastic N64s? Yes, I don't have them all boxed though. Do I think NBA 2002 is rare on PS2? I don't think I have that. I'm sure it's really rare. How many box stadium events do you think still exist? No idea. They're all expensive. Over 100 people on this now. Woohoo! Awesome. I know the frame rate's kind of laggy. I'll try to fix that next time. Yep. Huge LucasArts fan. They made so many great games back in the day. X-Wing. My favorite one, though, is TIE Fighter. If you're going to choose, yep. Enjoy a TIE Fighter probably more than every other Star Wars game ever made. The fact they haven't remade that. The bigger issue is EA sitting on the license of Star Wars, and we have 2 Battlefront games, and that's it. That's silly. Yes. What are you still needing? Are you still needing Gun Knack on the NES? I possibly honestly have a box coming. I don't have it yet. So I don't know if it's coming with a manual. Check in with me in a month. What's your favorite Fallout game? Fallout 3 is pretty awesome. I haven't played any others that much. Keith, looking forward to seeing you at the Long Island Expo. Oh, yeah, I'd sign any of your games. Yep. Yeah, I tried getting some game panics made for the show. It's just not going to happen. Favorite Factor 5 Star Wars games? Rogue Leader. Rebel Strike, though, has Rogue Leader 2-player in it. Yeah. What's your favorite Star Trek show? Can you say both the OG one and the next gen? Yes. Krillin 64. I like both the next gen and the original OG Star Trek. Yes, love both of them. Do you have air raid for the 2600? No, I do not, Brad. Yep. What's your most wanted game that you still don't own? Oh, Super Airzonk. NFL Blitz 2000, PS1 Greatest Hits, Super Airzonk for the TurboGrafx CD, Dynastic Heroes, another one. Those are really tough, yeah. Yeah, those are the TurboGrafx CD games that I'm missing. I'm missing some laser active stuff, yep. Yeah, I'd love to have the Lightning Collection on Sega Collection. That'd be amazing. What do I think about 505 and 506 Game Studios? I don't really have a thought. I'd have to do some research on that. Just a little frazzled at the moment. Atlantis 2, do I have it? No, I do not have Atlantis 2. Nope. Nope, that's another one I do not have. Yep. All right, I'm gonna do 7 more minutes. I'm gonna end this at a firm 8:15. I know I said I'd do it about an hour. And yeah, I'm going to do probably 8:15, so I got 7 more minutes. Do you think that Kylo Ren will replace your Darth Vader poster? No, it will not. Kylo Ren is not a replacement for Darth Vader. Sorry. What do you keep track of all your games? Keep up with such a big collection? I do have paper. I have a paper trail and different checklists and boxes and yep. What's your proudest item in my collection? I have a couple of the 2 working white Bally Astrocades. Yeah, Big Town 36. Yeah, I'm glad you're on the stream. I want to thank everybody for joining it. I'm going to end this at a firm 8:15. Yes. Yeah, Big Legend. Family's great. They're tired. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you everybody for joining us. Yeah, it was kind of last minute. So, 103 people now. We hit over 100. Woohoo! Slowly going up. Is John Hancock my real name? Yes, it is. Expensive game you ever own in your collection? Answered that before on the stream. Yep. Ultra 6484, have a good night. It's your favorite handheld? Answered that earlier on the stream. Hit that like button. Ready for school to start? No, I am not. I'm not ready. Gaia Chaos, have a fine day. You too. Everybody welcome. Thank you for coming on and joining the stream. Yep, 5 more minutes. Museum, when, where, how? Money, time, and it's just going to take time to get that set up. Battle City, one of my favorite NES games. My region has like 20 million bootleg versions of it. What's your opinion? Battle City's great. Great game. Leeds, Librarian, thank you for joining the stream. Have I ever been tricked and bought a fake game? Almost, but then I looked at it twice, and then they apologized, and I don't think they knew it was fake. Would you ever launch a Kickstarter or crowdfunding campaign to make the museum? Yes, I would, if I needed to, yep. How long did you spend making your video game Nuts and Bolts series? A lot of people will know I made a DVD series long ago. I spent some time on it, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and that kind of turned into my YouTube. And I used to sell these at trade shows. So now, I was just trying to educate people on game collecting, and the final sets are the best quality. They never were great, but there's probably a couple hundred sets out there, and that's it. So they're worth something now, I'm sure, to somebody. Yeah. Favorite video game, Robotron 2084. When will the Cleveland Indians win the World Series? Who knows? Yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I have 3 more minutes, and I'm going to end it. Favorite console ever? Sega Genesis is probably my easy answer. Sega Genesis. TurboGrafx 16, though we got kind of shortened here. I really like TurboGrafx games, but Sega Genesis, hands down. It's pretty awesome. Death Vortex, thank you for being on the stream. The Retro Nobody. Hello, welcome. Thanks to everybody for joining the stream. Yeah, I'm a huge Commodore fan too. Do you think the NES cartridge prices are getting a little ridiculous? I think it's just going to get worse for the rare stuff. As a collector, do you seek foreign version of games you already own? Not really. I mostly collect NTSC and North American stuff I grew up with. I'm kind of known as the North American collector because that's what I grew up with, and it's easier to find. Retro Nobody, I've been here 10 minutes and asked several questions. Thanks for coming on, the Retro Nobody. Hard to answer everybody's questions. Yep, there's a lot of people on. Yep. Nintendo or Sega? Nintendo. Nintendo, just because they're still around. Sega's great. Love Sega, but Nintendo's current. Caleb Webb, thank you for the $10 donation. Everyone, thank you, Caleb. Thank you for the wonderful donation. Most appreciated. What's your favorite Tiger handheld? The Castlevania one's pretty good. Like that. Definitely. Yep. Is Panic Restaurant a fun game to play? I think so. Want to thank Krillin64 for moderating again. He's done all my streams. He's amazing. Huge thank you to Krillin64 for going out of his way and coming on here on his own and doing this. It's most appreciated. Thank you so much. Yep. To answer the questions, how much do I need to open the museum? Probably a lot. So we're going to have to figure that one out when I get closer. Yes, I'm going to be ending this stream. Anyways, I want to keep to a firm hour and 15. I want to thank everybody for being on. And thank you, Joe Smith. What's the Master System game that you do not have that you really want? A lot of European stuff. A lot of European stuff is, again, out there. See, and I don't have hardly any European Master System stuff. Thank you, Caleb Webb, for the $10 donation. Everybody donate $10. Let's help get the museum built. Let's wait on public funding and figure that out. But I want to just say thank you so much for everybody joining the stream. I am going to end it. And looking forward to the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo. You're going to see me in less than a week. You take care. Thank you so much. Immortal John Hancock, signing out. Take care. Good night.